Welcome back, YouTube, to another episode of my speaking podcast. This is your boy, Dark Side of Daryl. Why y'all against St. South Carolina Finals?
This your boy Mike, a.k.a. Booby, a.k.a. Choke Yourself.
Hey, we want to say a happy new year, happy 2025 to everybody. Wish you much peace and blessings. Make sure that you have a prosperous new year and a happy new year and everything is prosperous for you.
I echo that.
Okay, yeah, but on that note, we're gonna talk about a few little stuff today, but we're definitely gonna talk about the NFL playoff. I think that I want to ask you, Mike, can the Detroit Lions go all the way?
NFC is strong this year.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying, but you got to realize their games that they have winning, they're at home. And they're going to have home field, which they need. But I just feel like at some point, somewhere, they need A. Hutchinson hurt them so much by not bringing pressure. When I saw the game the other night, he still lead them in sacks. He ain't been playing since October.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a lot of teams, Philadelphia, Green Bay, Minnesota, and the Rams got potent offense.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Can they do it? I want to see them do it because I'm pulling for Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
But if you had to ask me right now,
I
would say 70-30. I got Detroit going. But the team that I think can be that team that knocks everybody out, and this is my sleeper team, is Green Bay.
Green Bay?
I see Green Bay. I really see Green Bay turning on that switch. I just, for some reason. Now, remember I told you I'd be the first one to say this. I think the Rams are going to beat Minnesota.
Okay.
I think the Rams are going to beat
Minnesota. Why you say that?
They proven. Sam Darnold, as great of a year he's had this year, and he's got Justin Jefferson, he's never been in this position before.
Yeah.
It's something to be said to be playing in the playoffs. When it's just a regular season game when you knowing if you lose this game here, you're going home. Yeah. So I'm not saying that Sam is going to lose, but Sam ain't been in this position before, so I don't really know if that's going to be. We're going to have to wait and see. But Minnesota does have a strong team. Green Bay got a strong team. Philadelphia got a strong team. But Detroit is that juggernaut. But like I say, I would say right now, 70% I got them. I can see them coming out in the NFC.
Yeah, the reason why I think they could come out, and I know everybody know they got a whole bunch of injuries on the defensive side. But for some reason, man, Dan Campbell, no matter who he pick up off the practice squad, they seem to come in and step in, play their role, and do what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like next man up. And he got those guys, those young men ready, man. Like I said, he used to play for the Detroit Lions. He know, how it is to be on the field. He know the situation that these guys got going on at home and stuff like that. So he understands them a whole lot better than just say a regular coach that they never actually played the game. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel you on that. I feel you on that. But and we're gonna tap into that, I'm assuming a little bit, because there's a lot of coaches I think actually gonna be going. As we looking at it now, I was looking at it earlier. I think a lot of coaches going back home, but we'll talk about that a little later on.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this question. I have another question I got. Well, who do you think is your coach of the year, NFL coach of the year? Who
Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell. Yeah. Okay.
That's easy. Dan Campbell. Like, okay, who you think is the MVP of the league?
Golly, man.
Between Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and Saquon Barkley.
That's a hard one, there, Mike. Golly, bro. I'm flipping. I'm going back and forth between Josh and Lamar. Man.
The only reason I give it to Josh slightly because you took away his number one receiver.
Yeah.
And he had to learn to spread the ball around.
Exactly.
And he's doing that. So not taking from Lamar, not taking from Saquon or Derrick Henry. But I would think Josh Allen would have to get it, because of that. He doesn't have a per se number one receiver.
Yeah.
Like they always say, like Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, or my man CeeDee Lamb. He don't have that no more. So he has pretty much complimentary receivers.
Well, you could say the same thing for Lamar. He ain't really got no more receiver neither. So, but he didn't exceed his number.
He has been with his players. I ain't gonna say long enough, but the tight end been there for he's been there. Zay Flowers was there last year.
Yeah.
So he got some kind of continuity with his players.
Yeah.
And I think when you look at Buffalo, they took the receiver from Florida State, Keon Coleman.
Yeah.
And then they brought in Amari Cooper towards trade deadline. So I mean, he don't really have a necessarily. Not saying Amari Cooper's not a number one, but I think he's getting older now. He's not a pure number one.
Yeah.
But I would just slightly give it to Josh. It's not,
I see what you're
no
saying.
rhyme or reason.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with either one of them. You know what I'm saying? Because they both had phenomenal years. So.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with either one. Another thing that we were talking about a little bit earlier today, we could tap on this again. Jared May, you think he should have been fired after 1 year?
You know, I got mixed emotions about this, man, because you know that's how I feel about how you know that strikes a chord with me because how Steve Wilkes got done. Steve Wilkes got done the same way.
Yeah, exactly.
But I told you earlier, the only slightly difference between New England and the Panthers is that New England, Jared Mayo, he played for New England. Yeah. But also, I got a funny feeling they're going after Mike Vrabel.
Oh, and yeah, Mike definitely go after him.
And Mike Vrabel was a player in New England. But you got to look at a lot of these people, like Aaron Glenn, the defense coordinator from Detroit. I got a funny feeling he's going to end up being the head coach of the Saints. Yeah. I got a funny feeling Vrabel will be the head coach of New England Patriots. Yeah. Who else? Ben Johnson, the offense coordinator for Detroit. I got a funny feeling he's going to take Chicago job. Because I think he's going to see a lot of weapons over there. He's going to take that job. So,
well, I my bad. I just saw that Chicago looking at want to speak with the Cowboys coach.
He's not. People don't understand. He's not on a contract. Mike McCarthy, when the season was over, he don't have a contract, so he's a free agent. He can talk to whoever he wants to. But you know, and I got a funny feeling Cowboys wouldn't be upset if he leaves. I really don't.
Yeah, they wouldn't be upset because
it'd be like he walked out on us. We didn't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but it's almost like easy. It's almost like if you really want Mike McCarthy back, you would have gave him a contract extension by now. So he's a sitting lame duck, basically. That's what he is. But like I say, I feel like, but to get back to your original question, Gerard Mayo, I mean, I don't understand you don't give these guys 1 year. You knew going into this it's going to be a rebuilding situation.
Exactly.
And I just read what Robert Kraft say where he was in a no-win situation. Well, okay, well, why did you fire him after 1 year then?
Yeah.
You took a Drake May. You took a, you got young team there. Yeah. And my thing is let this guy, but this is what I'm saying about the NFL. Is Robert Kraft so used to winning that by him losing the last year with Bill Belichick and then this year he losing, he like, hey, I can't be having no 3, 4, 5 years of rebuild. I got to get it right now. That might be his train of thought. They don't want 6 Super Bowls. He might not can't wait that long and say, hey, I can't wait to be rebuilding 6, 7, 8 years. I got to get it right now.
Hell, he might still be rebuilding with the next coach he get. You never know. It might not work out if they get Vrabel.
But this is the thing about it. You got to take that. You got to take. I guess as a owner, you got to take. If this is who you want, but guess what? If it don't work out, then guess what? Everybody gonna be looking at you like, hey, it still ain't work out. So who knows?
But I think they should at least give him like another year. You know what I'm saying? Because just like how Detroit did when they got Dan Campbell. That first year it was straight hot garbage. Every year he got better. You gotta give these coaches a chance to implement the system.
But at that point, the Detroit, hell, ain't too many coaches want to go coach Detroit. So
I understand that too.
Opportunity. Like I say, New England is a totally different situation where they was a winning franchise for years.
True.
Up under Belichick and Tom Brady. Remember now when Tom left, they struggled as soon as he left. Bill Belichick was winning like that. He trying to find. He had Mac Jones. They trying to find a quarterback. So you got to realize it's going to take time. But at the same time, I guess you didn't give Gerard a fair shot.
You didn't give a fair slap.
I mean, Steve Wilkes didn't get a fair shot in Arizona.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So that's why I be saying, man, when you getting these coaches and stuff, it should be, especially if I was a coach coming in, I'd be like, hey man, I need a guaranteed 3 years. Guaranteed. Give me 3 years. After 3 years, you know what I'm saying? If you don't see no improvement, you know what I'm saying, then you can go ahead, you know what I'm saying?
And like I say, it sounds good. I know your logic, and it sounds good, but owners, they own the team. They can do what they want to do.
True.
I mean, look at our own backyard right here where we at in Charlotte. Look at our backyard.
True, but that's what I'm saying. That's where the contract come in.
Yeah, but it don't matter. Right. It don't matter. You know why? Because the owner gonna pay you like, okay, look at Frank Wright. He's still getting paid. Matt
True.
Rule still getting paid. So guess what?
True.
The owner got so much money, he can pay all these coaches. And they
Hey,
ain't even
but
here.
if the owner, but who want to be taking them losses like that though? Who want to be paying that type of money?
When you worth $12 to $15 billion, that's chump change to him. Now,
Hey,
it sounds like a lot
it
of
can't
money
be.
to us.
Think about it. It can't be too much something because every time they try to build a new stadium, they're always taxing the.
Well, that they're not going to want to come out their pocket. They tight.
No, they got billions of dollars. Why they can't?
I'm saying some owners ain't gonna want to do it. They want the people.
Yeah, but they
Want the
want.
city
Hey,
to fund it.
why you taxing me for? I ain't like I'm going to the game. I can still home and watch games from TV. I ain't got to be in that stadium.
And that's what I've been doing. I ain't
I have
never
my own
paid no
people.
$10 for a hot dog. I can go buy a whole Frank's for $2 and put. No, man, good. Hey, bro.
Exactly.
No,
So we ain't doing that.
listen. Now,
Oh man.
if the Panthers ever get back to the situation where we winning consistently, and
Yeah.
the city going crazy like we went to the, but like I say, we on that. I'm not gonna get you, but we on that project. Listen, that kid. Hey, I don't even want to talk about. I'm gonna let you.
No,
I ain't
we
even gonna
gonna
say.
talk about that. Hey, since you done hit the nail on the head, let's talk about the Carolina Panthers, man. You know, their last game they played against. You know,
I'm gonna say this.
how you think the team looking for next year?
I'm gonna say this to all the naysayers out there.
Okay.
So many people out there. Bryce Young ain't it. It's time to trade him. He's too small. He can't
Mm-hmm.
see over the line.
Mm-hmm.
When he sat down and came back, and you saw that touchdown he threw Sunday when he threw the ball to Trimble, and he turned around
Yeah.
and put his hands up like Steph Curry. I'm trying to tell y'all, this kid is special. I seen this at Alabama just the same way I saw when I wasn't a Cam fan when Cam was at Auburn. I wasn't. I thought Cam was flamboyant and just
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a fan. But guess what? When he came to my team, I said this kid he got something. He's
Mm-hmm.
special. You can see the same thing. Is only difference between Bryce and Cam is Bryce is not as flamboyant as Cam, and he's
Yeah.
not big as Cam.
Yeah.
But Bryce has that swagger about him, but it's just a different way. He does
Mm-hmm.
this in a totally different way than what Cam did. But when you saw that touchdown pass, when he threw it, he turned around, looked at the other end, and put his hands up. Who does that? Come on, man, who does that? And you know
Hey,
he's
man.
telling everybody. You know he's telling everybody in the NFL.
What are you saying? I'm
I'm
here.
here.
That
I'm
what you
here.
saying?
And
Okay.
you heard what the coach said right after the game. Now we got our franchise quarterback. We know we got our franchise. He said we know we got our franchise. Because guess what? We can work around it. We can see the rest of the team what we need to fill in the
Yeah.
gaps. All I'm gonna say is next year going forward, he has that confidence now that he had at
Yeah.
Alabama.
Yeah.
All they got to do is try to figure out this defense.
Yeah.
Somebody told me today that they keeping the defense coordinator. I'm not too high on that, but you know, it is what it is.
This is what it is. Yeah.
But I mean, you know, but they saying that a lot of his players were hurt, which is true. But if you give Bryce maybe one more receiver, you got Chuba come back.
Mm-hmm.
Even Miles Sanders looked good yesterday. But
Yeah.
but like even the coach even said it makes the world of a difference when I know if my quarterback is capable of doing whatever, I can call the game however I want to now.
Mm-hmm.
Because see when he was coaching first couple weeks of the season, he
Yeah.
had a small playbook because he was trying to figure out what Bryce can do, what Bryce couldn't
Yeah.
do. But now he then got back into the groove of it, the playbook wide open.
But
Canales he was drawing us some plays yesterday. I was like, wow.
but then, like how you said, you know, you're not really too high on the defensive coordinator. But like you said, a lot of the players were hurt, so you got to get that guy another shot to
But look
see
what you
how.
said about Dan Campbell, though. See, that's what I'm
That's what I'm
talking
saying. You
about.
got to give him a shot. You
But
got to
look
give him
what
a
you said
shot.
about Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell team got a lot of injuries on defense. 12
Yeah.
guys on IR. They
Yeah.
still playing up. They still playing. So you got to miss me with that. When you
No, but
going
you got that defensive coordinator. He ever played before
who?
for the Panthers. He played football before. He played professional.
I don't know.
See, that's what I'm
That's a good
saying. See,
question.
it's a difference when you actually play the game. You know what I'm saying?
But you got to realize, Canales didn't play the game. Dave Canales, Dan Campbell did. Now, Aaron Glenn, they defense
Yeah,
coordinator did. I don't know
he
about Ben
did.
Johnson. Yeah, but I know he did. But I'm saying Ben Johnson, the offense
Yeah,
coordinator. I don't know if he played. If he did, I don't know. But my thing
gotcha.
is, it's about what you got inside that locker room and what you bring in. Dan Campbell got them boys like the next man. And when they get up there to that next man level, I'm running through the wall for this man.
Yeah.
When the Panthers,
Yeah,
Dave Brown
but
went.
you got to think about it too. A lot of people can't really galvanize a team like that. You know what I'm saying?
But look
So maybe
when Derek Brown went down, when Shaq Thompson went down, um, man, we were lost. Man, we listen. Anybody, I think a high school player can get 100 yards of the Panthers. That's how bad their defense was.
true. Yeah,
So for me to say that if you are next man up mentality, You should be trying to bust your behind to make sure to say, hey, next year when the team get put together, I need to be a part of the 53 man
Yeah,
roster.
yeah,
If not, then but we look, man, that defense look bad. I can go back
yeah.
down the last 6-7 weeks. Bucky Irvin had like 170, 180 on us. B. John Robinson just had 170 something. The
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys running back had over 100 something yards. They don't never get over
Mm-hmm.
100. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
gets over 100 yards with a pound. It's easy work.
But then you got to think about it too. Now it's also about the culture too. Dan Campbell done instill that winning culture over there in Detroit too. See, the Panthers had that losing mentality for a long time, so that could be a part of it too. You know
Well,
what I'm
all I
saying? When
know
them
is,
guys getting on the field playing defense, they're like, oh man, that we, you know what I'm saying? We don't know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? We out here, they're just going through the motions. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but I
It is
just
what it
know,
is.
I know personally, if I'm the next man up mentality, when I get
Yeah,
my opportunity, I'm going to run through a wall to get that opportunity. This
true.
defense we got, man, listen, they can't stop a nosebleed. I mean, when I say they can't listen, and I'm not trying to talk about them,
Yeah, I
but
know. I understand.
but I'm just saying so far as like, okay, projection wise, when you look in the draft, the Panthers right now are picking eighth.
Number 8. Yep.
What do you see them needing on the first pick of their draft? What do they need to take?
They definitely got to go defense. Like I said,
Yeah.
they definitely got to build a defense up. Now, I don't know if it's going to be a defensive end, if it's going to be a linebacker, or if it's going to be a corner.
Now
They
I
definitely
just
got to
saw
get
I just saw a mock draft a minute ago, and I'm looking at it. They got Shador going 1, Cam going 2, Cam Ward. They had Travis Hunter going 3 to the Giants.
Giants.
I seen 4 was Will Johnson going
Uh-huh.
somewhere. They had Mason Graham going 5. They had a receiver going to is it
6. Who was
Jacksonville?
6? Hold
I
on.
think it was Jacksonville going 6.
I think Jacksonville going 6, yeah.
If you tell me the teams, I can tell you what they had.
Yeah,
One, I
I
think
can pull it up real quick. Let me see. Order of the draft. Let's
the
see.
number one, I think Tennessee got the first pick, don't they?
Yeah, they got the first pick. Yeah.
They on the mock draft I just saw they got them taking Shador Sanders.
Yeah. So, yeah, they got, I'm about to see right now. Yeah, the mock draft says Sanders going number 1.
Cam
On
Ward.
here, let's see.
They had Cam Ward going number 2.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Cam Ward going number 2.
And they had Travis Hunter going number 3.
Yeah.
They had Will Johnson going number 4. But who was the number 4 team?
Hold on. Let me pull up. Give me a second. My computer running a little bit slow right now. Let's see. NFL mock draft. I'm trying to see who the number 14 was. You said number 4 or number 5?
4. They had Will Johnson going number 4. They had Mason Graham going number 5. So basically had the 2 Michigan boys going back to back in the draft.
All right. The draft order is going to be. Okay, because Seahawks is. Titans got number 1.
Yep.
Cleveland Browns number 2. Giants number 3. New England number 4.
Okay, slow
Jacksonville
down.
number 5.
So number 1, go back. You said Tennessee, right?
Yep.
They got Shador going there. They got Cam Ward going to Cleveland. That was me you were talking about earlier. You
Yeah,
said they
that's
need
why I
another
tell you
quarterback.
Cleveland gonna get a quarterback. Yeah.
All right, so
Number
number
3.
3, they had the Giants taking Travis Hunter.
Okay. Number
Number
4, the
4 was
Patriots.
they got them taking Will Johnson, the cornerback.
From Michigan, that's the one from Michigan.
Michigan number 2, yeah, the 6'2" cornerback. Number
I was
5,
thinking.
who was number 5?
The number 5 is Jacksonville.
They got them taking Mason Graham. Number 6 is
Who's the one for Penn State? Number 13.
he's going number 11, a dual
Number
card.
11.
They got him
Yeah.
going. That's why I say who was number 6.
All right. Number 6 is the Raiders.
They got them taking a receiver, which I don't see. They need a quarterback.
Okay. The Jets number 7.
They got them taking a dual Carter. They got him going there. The pick right before the Panthers. And they got the Panthers taking a safety out of Georgia, the number 8.
But they said no. They said the Panthers. Hold on. The Jets don't know what they're gonna do.
They going defense.
Yeah. So they might pick the Abdul Carter guy.
Cause my thing is, he is the best pure pass rusher in there. And then you got to go to that guy, Tennessee Pierce. He'd be the
Yeah.
next one. But
Yeah.
for me, it's a gap between Pierce and Abdul. To me, it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like Mason Graham, the Panthers to me can. I feel like this. I just read they said Dan Morgan said he's gonna lock down J.C. Horn. So that means you have one corner locked down.
Yeah.
If they bring Mike Jackson back, I'm okay with that. Your front seven don't get no pressure on the quarterback. It don't matter who the cornerbacks are. So that's
Exactly.
why I say you gotta have an edge rusher. You gotta have a la Brian Burns coming off the edge. That's why if you get a
Mm-hmm.
dual Carter, I can see him coming off the edge.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I can really see.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see that too. An
But like
immediate.
I
Yeah.
say, I just feel like the Panthers, to me personally, they got to go edge, they got to go D tackle, they got to go linebacker, and they got to get another corner, and they got to
Yeah.
get safety. So to me, I can honestly see them going all defense on draft.
Yeah. They're going all defense. Yeah. They're definitely going all
I can
defense.
honestly see them doing that.
Yeah. Because they got the running game, they got the running backs, they got the receivers that that they ain't really need a receiver.
Well,
Because they got the
everybody want to keep saying they need the number one receiver, this, that,
no,
and the
they
other.
don't.
But to
They
me,
don't. They don't.
this is my biggest issue about that. When you had Deontay Johnson beginning of the season,
Yep.
who knows what he was saying to Bryce Young in the head in the sideline on practice? Throw me the ball, throw me the ball.
Yeah.
And even my uncle told me he was a counselor in Pittsburgh. He got here. Dan Morgan must saw something. He got traded real quick from here. He went to
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore. He ain't hardly play at none at Baltimore.
Yeah.
So that's telling me he's really a cancer. Who
Yeah.
knows? When you got a receiver that's me, throwing me the ball all the time and get inside of a
Yeah.
quarterback head, it can mess Bryce up. But
You
look at
don't
it,
you
look at it.
don't
So you
you
got
don't need a
Poker.
you don't need a number one receiver. You just need a good receiver that will catch the ball. Right now, man.
Look at Green Bay. Green Bay is the prime
Yeah.
example of that.
They
They
got
got four
great
to five receivers over there. They
exactly.
spread the ball out.
That's what you need.
You don't need just a.
And guess what?
Don't get it twisted. It's good to have a Justin Jefferson or a CeeDee Lamb or
Yeah.
Chase, but
Yeah.
every team ain't gonna have that.
And then like you said, another team I like that is Detroit. Even though they got the Williams guy, Jameis, but
Osama Brown, that's the man.
yeah,
Brown is the man.
yeah, Brown. You got
Jameson.
Jameson. You got that tight end.
Uh.
Oh shoot,
Not
man, I draw a blank on
LaFleur.
but yeah, LaFleur. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They got weapons all around.
But see, that's what I'm saying. You gotta understand. You only got one ball. You can have a receiver out there out of the. So
Yeah,
if you got
exactly.
four, say you got four receivers, you run a four receiver set. You can
Mm-hmm.
have one of the receivers crying every 2 seconds about get me the
Exactly.
ball.
Yeah.
I mean, and another thing I noticed about a team, I'm not trying to pick it back and talk about them.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Pittsburgh Steelers receivers have been divas over the last few years.
Yep.
You can go back to Antonio Brown.
Yep.
You can go back to Deontay Johnson.
Yep.
Now you can go to
Uh.
George Pickens.
Pickens now. Yeah.
To me, I'm like, and I think somebody said this perfectly earlier. They don't really say nothing to their receivers if they winning. They let them get away with all that foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
But when they start losing, then it's a problem. They're
Yeah.
saying Mike Tomlin can't control the receivers. And if you start looking at some of their receivers on their team, they'd have had some prima donnas on their team. Not saying
Yeah.
some receivers are already prima donna.
Yeah.
But when you keep looking at their team, they always have a problem with their receivers. And
But
it's like,
you got to think about it like this right here too. All receivers, especially if you consider yourself to be a great receiver, pretty much all of them kind of like prima donnas anyway. You know what I'm saying? A la the Terrell Owens, a la like because you think about it, you going against competition when you're in high school, when you're in college. You know what I'm saying? You got that competitive edge, that competitive fire in you.
I get that, but
See what I'm saying?
look what Aaron Rodgers won the Super Bowl against Pittsburgh the year. Donald Driver,
Yeah.
James Jones,
James Jones. Yep.
what's the white kid?
Uh.
Dad, what's
Man.
his name?
Oh my goodness, bro. The
Number
one who had
87.
double helmets.
No, I'm talking about I'm talking about when they won the Super Bowl.
What's
It was
the
Donald
name?
Driver, it was James
James
Jones.
Jones.
What's the white guy? Oh man, he
Oh
was
man, I forget, Mike. Let me see. I forgot who it is.
they had four receivers on their team that was dominant.
What year they won? What year they won that Super Bowl?
They beat Pittsburgh and Dallas. I can't remember the year.
Super Bowl. Hold I'm trying to think who that guy was. 2010?
20, might be 2010, yeah. Tell me who the receivers were on that team.
Give me a second.
James Jones, Donald Driver. I could see the other one. 87. James Jones, 89. Driver. I can't think of
Give me a second.
and that white dude in Green Bay, he was hell.
He was
He
a
was
beast,
young.
yeah. I know
He
you're
was
talking about. I
young
can't think of his
then.
name, though. I can't think of this thing. Hold on, let me see who their final roster was. Let me see who their roster was. Linebackers, wide receivers. Let me see the wide receivers. Wide receivers. Oh, Jordan Nelson.
That's it. What's the other
Jordan
name?
Nelson.
What was
Jordan
the other
Nelson.
name? Look in there. What's the other name? It was 4 of them.
You got Donald Driver, you got Greg Jennings.
That's it,
James
Greg Jennings.
Jones.
That's it, Greg Jennings. Them 4. See, that's why Pittsburgh, they spread Pittsburgh out and they were killing them. They had 4 great receivers.
Yeah.
Jordan Nelson was killing them. Listen, you don't need necessarily a number 1 target. You just need somebody who's fast, can take the target out.
It can get open, yeah.
But the main thing is with these receivers, a lot of them, they say Leggett can run. But I need you to be able to catch the ball.
Catch the ball, you gotta catch the ball.
It ain't gonna do me no good. You can run the 40 and so fast you can't catch the ball.
You can't catch the ball. Okay, so we let me ask we don't hit on a couple of subjects today. Super Bowl, we don't hit on the coach of the year. Can Detroit go all the way? Another thing, Tyreek Hill situation.
Well, you gotta look at it like this. I'm gonna make it brief and short. He said when he went over there with Miami, Tua is just as good or could be just as good as Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
But you look at it like this. Tua is linked to him how good he can be. Last year he had 700-something yards when Tua played a lot of games.
Yeah.
If Tua get hurt, Tyreek Hill this year only had 900-something yards.
Exactly.
Last year I think he had over 100-some odd yard catches. This year he weighed. I mean, everything is down statistics for him. So it's all about how Tua is. So I think Tyreek really know behind closed doors. If I want to keep playing at a high level, I got to get away from this kid because he stay hurt too much.
Yeah. So but see, they already knew that when he had went over there. He knew that they wasn't going to win no.
Well, they paid him that money.
He didn't know if they were going to keep Tua that year.
He got his money. He ain't worried about that.
He got his money. He ain't worried about that. Yep. Yeah, and that's why Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe saying like, "Nah, you wasn't saying that when you got your money. Now you got your money. Now
so now you got to deal with it. But see, that's that prima donna stuff. I want to get out of there.
We just talked about that prima donna.
But like I say, we're gonna touch on some more subjects and stuff.
I got one more real quick. Mike Evans, another 1,000 yards, man. He done did it 11 years in a row.
I mean, accomplishment. I know it's an accomplishment, but to me, I'm not gonna say it's watered down, but you do the math. 16 games, 100 yards a game. It's easy to do.
Hey, you saying that, but ain't nobody doing it though.
But I'm saying in this era, you can't touch nobody off the line of scrimmage. Yeah. It's free reign.
Hey, that's a great accomplishment, man. Because there ain't too many people out there.
I'm not taking nothing from him. I'm just saying that when Jerry Rice did it, it was a different era, a different time.
Yeah, but yeah, we can't say that. Though. You can't do that, man. You can't do that.
That's sports. That's sports, bro.
Think about it. There's a lot of people that done play this game, man. Ain't got 1,000 yards. Yeah,
and like I say, that goes longevity too. But him being healthy all them years too.
Exactly.
I'm not taking nothing from Mike Evans. Mike Evans is a monster. He's a monster.
Thank you. You don't hit nothing about him.
Nope.
He ain't no prima donna.
Nope.
He just come in. He don't take no days off.
Job.
Unless he hurt. And he was hurt with a hamstring.
Yep.
So you don't know everybody on the team love him.
Yeah.
You don't hear nothing about this cat.
And when I saw that last play when they gave him the yards, I'm like, man, congratulations. I ain't mad at the kid.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at him.
Yeah. And everybody, shouting out and jumping and stuff like that. So that was a pretty good thing, man.
But man, like I say, we're gonna get at y'all. We want to touch on this basis today. When we gonna get back on live again?
Oh man, we definitely get back on live again tomorrow at 8:00. We definitely gonna do this again. Make sure y'all come on in if y'all want to come in. Check us out, like, comment, subscribe, man. This join us live, man. We're gonna have this discussion again tomorrow.
Holla at your boys.
Peace.
Peace out.